like I've said, I've talked to the police about this a couple of times. Yeah, fuck you too. Jesus Christ. I've talked to the police about this a couple of times. It wound me up in the psych ward. And so I'm not doing that again. No. Anyway, yeah, so fuck, what else? Really, you need to learn how to stay positive. I mean, it can be very difficult because sometimes you just want to take a baseball bat and just start swinging on these motherfuckers, but that's exactly what they want you to do. And what I've just said, that's exactly the kind of things that they want you to start saying so that they can psychoanalyze you and they can put people in your lives to start talking about fucking things like, you know, like, oh, my buddy, he can get some NATO rounds and fucking, you want some? You need some? You can get a box of them for about $400. It's like, okay, well, why are you telling me this? What, you know, people are going to come into your lives and they're going to try and set you up. I mean, everything is being recorded 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I have my gang stalkers, you have your gang stalkers. If you have a YouTube channel, you know these fucking cockroaches are watching. And, yeah. So yeah, I'm receiving a lot of fucking harassment lately, ever since I started making these videos. And, but I'm gonna keep making them, because honestly, it helps me. It helps me to know that I'm not gonna fucking suffocate and just die and not fucking having said a thing about this, because people need to know, and I don't know, the public needs to be aware of this. And by making these videos, it is a means to create that awareness. Yeah. Anyway, fuck, I don't know. I'd like to make these videos a little bit longer, because with me, I find that the longer the video, the more of a break I get from all this shit. Then again, I have to be careful too, because sometimes I'll stay up like all night watching these videos that people make about gang stalking, electronic harassment, targeted individuals, voice to skull, and any other kind of tags you can think of. And sometimes I just wake up the next day feeling really down, feeling really depressed, just ruminating on it, just thinking about it constantly, like, fuck, dude, there's no way out. And, if you're starting to feel like that, you really need to pull up Netflix and, like, start watching, you know, Russell Peters or something, like, doing his stand-up routine or something to take your mind off this shit, because it's hard work. It's a constant battle. And, yes, your neighbors will be part of it. Yes, kids will do it too. Yes, old people will do it. You know, this whole thing is set up to where if you're new as a targeted individual, you're walking around, you know, 10, 12 times a day. You go to the gas station, you go to the fucking grocery store, you go to Walmart, and you're looking around and you're trying to figure out, like, what the fuck is everybody's problem? Like, why are all these random people who I've never met before being unnecessarily hostile towards me? And why is it always the same cue? Why is it always the same little fucking noise? Why is it always the same name that they're calling me? Well, it's because you're being gang stalked. And, you know, if they're one aisle over, even if you're on the freeway and they're a couple lanes over and they're doing it, you're thinking, was that for me? No, probably not. No, chances are 9 times out of 10 that was directed at you. So, um, just keep that in mind. This whole thing is meant to be confusing and deceitful. And another thing I want to say is, for me in the beginning, I was scared shitless. Like, I thought these people were gonna come kill my ass. Like, I tried to stay up all night and sleep during the day when people in the neighborhood would be awake. Like, if somebody was gonna come break in, surely there was gonna be a good neighbor who saw it. But I just want to say, don't be afraid of these people. Don't be scared. I mean, unless, I don't know, unless you're a woman or something. I've seen some pretty nasty, scary videos of, like the sex slave trade or whatever, but I don't know.